Hey there, and welcome to The Explainer. You know, when people ask how to tell the story of their life in English, it can sound huge. But here's the secret. It all starts with a single day. So in this explainer, we're going to give you the exact words you need to describe your daily routine and really start telling your story. So here's our game plan. We're going to build a day from the ground up. We'll start with the morning, move through the workday, wind down in the evening, and then at the end, we'll put it all together so you can tell your story.
So let me ask you, if someone walked up to you right now and asked about your day, what would you say? Kind of puts you on the spot, right? Well, stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to have a great answer.
All right, let's dive in. And where else would we start but the morning? This is where it all begins, from the second that alarm clock rings to the moment you walk out the front door.
You know, the morning really has a few main parts, doesn't it? First, you got to wake up. Then you get ready, grab some breakfast, which is super important, and finally, you leave the house. Let's break those down.
First things first, you wake up. And of course, this is going to be different for everybody. For example, our guy Paul, he's an early bird, up at 6:30 a.m. Emily, on the other hand, she likes to start her day a little later, around 7.
Okay, so once you're awake, you get ready. This is such a great phrase because it's kind of like a shortcut, right? It covers all those little things you do, like brush my teeth and wash my face, all in one simple package.
And then comes what might be the most important meal of the day. Breakfast, your morning fuel. And this is where you really see how unique everyone's routine is. Emily, she's a coffee and toast person. Paul, he's all about tea and cereal. What about you?
And of course, one of the last things you do before you head out is you get dressed. Super simple phrase, but a totally crucial part of the morning routine, right? You gotta put on your clothes for the day.
Okay, morning's done. We're fueled up and ready to go. Now we're heading into the main chunk of the day, the workday. This is all the stuff that happens between leaving in the morning and finally getting back home.
You know, work can mean so many different things, and the cool part is our language can handle it all. Take Emily. She's in an office, so she'll answer emails and have meetings. But then you've got Paul, who works from home. He'll write articles. See? The verbs we use can describe any kind of job.
But hey, it doesn't matter if you're in an office or working from your kitchen table, everyone's got to eat, right? That midday meal is when you have lunch. Super simple, a totally universal phrase.
And the big question is always, what are you having for lunch? The options are pretty much endless. It could be a quick sandwich, maybe a healthy salad, or if you're feeling fancy, you might be going out to eat.
All right, the workday is over. We made it. Now it's time for the final act of our daily story, winding down. This is all about relaxing after a long day and getting ready for some rest.
The evening kind of has its own rhythm, just like the morning. It usually starts when you go home, then maybe you'll cook dinner, find some time to just relax, and finally you'll go to bed. But relaxing, what does that even really mean? I mean, there are a million ways to do it, right? For some people, it's about quiet time. Maybe you relax on the sofa with a good book, or listen to music. For others, it's more active, like going for a walk. It's all about what recharges you.
And for a lot of us, believe it or not, to cook dinner is actually a great way to unwind. And here again, you see those personal differences pop up. Emily is adventurous. She likes to try new recipes. Paul, he sticks to the classics. He'll often make pasta or soup.
And yeah, after that delicious dinner comes the part nobody really loves, but hey, it's got to be done. You have to wash the dishes. It's a small thing, but it's a super common part of the evening for almost everyone.
Finally, at the very end of the day, you go to bed. And just like waking up, everyone's on a different schedule. Paul turns in around 10:30, but Emily, she's more of a night owl, staying up until about 11:30.
So there you have it. We've literally walked through an entire day, from that first alarm buzz to finally hitting the pillow. Now comes the really important part, taking all these pieces and making it your story.
All right, let's do a super quick review of the key phrases. These are your building blocks, remember? Wake up, have breakfast, go to work, have lunch, go home, cook dinner, and go to bed. With just these, you can tell the basic story of any day. And as you start using these, please remember this little piece of advice. It's so important. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress, no matter how small it seems. Every little step forward is a win.
Look, at the end of the day, the most crucial point is just to practice. That's it. Take these words we've talked about and just try it. Talk through your day, out loud, from morning until night. You've got the tools. You have the vocabulary. You know the structure. The only thing missing is you. So I'll ask you one last time.
What's the story of your day?